Hello everyone. In today's class we'll study tabulation. Tabulation. Tabulation is a process of systematic arrangement of the classified data in rows and columns in the form of table. Okay. So in statistics we are collecting data, right? So after collecting data, we are classifying the data according to the similar characteristics. We are classifying them into different groups according to their characteristics. After classifying the data, we are arranging them systematically in rows and columns in the form of table. Okay, so a tabular presentation provides a better understanding and better comparison and analysis to draw valid conclusions. Okay, so here the data will be arranged in the form of table containing rows and columns. So this a statistical table, it makes possible for the investigator to present huge mass of data in detailed study, okay, and in the orderly form. Okay, so this is tabulation. Now we have some parts of the table here. In table we have table number, title of the table, head note, caption, stubs, body of the table, footnote and source note. Let us understand this in detail. So here we have general format of a table. So in general format of a table, first here we should write down the table number. Okay, see the table number should be given to each and every table. Okay, in order to distinguish, to make out for the easy reference, we should write down the table number. And usually the table number is written in the right hand side corner or in the top of the table. Okay, and here we have to write down the title. Title should be given to every table. Okay, and the title should be short as possible. It should be short as possible, and it should be written in the bold letters. Okay, and just below the table you should write the subtitle or head note. So head note is nothing but it is a brief explanatory note, or it is a statement just given below the heading of the table. Okay, in bracket we will write on the head note. So in head note we will include some statistical units like thousands or millions, tons, crores, kgs, which we have to mention, that we will write it here. And next we have the captions in the table. So this is a table. In the table we have captions or column headings. Okay, column headings are called as captions. So they explain what the column represents. Okay, captions are always written in one or two words. Okay, and here we have stub headings or row headings. Row headings are called as stubs. They explain what the row represents. Okay, stubs are usually written in one or two words at extreme left hand side of the table. And here we have body of the table. Okay, so body of the table contains the numerical data. Okay, and this length and breadth should have appropriate ratio in according to the size of the paper. Okay, according to the size of the paper we have to draw the table. Next here we have the stub entries or row entries, and just below the table we write the footnote and source. So here footnote is nothing but here we will write any clarifying things. For example, if there is any conclusion such as remarks or inferences, omissions, additions or abbreviations, etc., we will write it on the footnote. And in the source we will write on the source of the data, from where we got the data. Okay, we will just mention the source. So this is the general format of the table. Next we have types of table. One is simple or one-way table, the second one is two-way table, and the third one is manifold table. Simple or one-way table. If only one characteristic is represented in a table, it is called simple or one-way table. For example, the blank table given below represents the number of residents with different occupation in a locality. So here you can see only one characteristic is given, hence it is called as simple table or one-way table. Okay. Next, two-way table. If two characteristics are represented in a table, it is called two-way table. Here either stub or caption or both is divided into two coordinate parts. For example, the blank table given below represents the number of residents with different occupation and according to their sex in a locality. So here you can see there are two characteristics. Occupation is there, and under occupation we have office assistants, businessmen, teachers, bank employees. All these things are given. This is one characteristic. And another characteristic is number of residents. Under number of residents we have men, women and total. So here two characteristics are given, hence it is called as two-way table. Next is manifold table. If more than two characteristics are represented in a table, it is called as manifold table. Okay, here stubs or captions are divided into two or more parts. So if there are many characteristics, then it is called as manifold table. For example, prepare a blank table showing the particular relating to residents of a certain locality according to, first one is occupation. Under occupation we have office assistant, businessmen, teachers, bank employees. And second one is sex, that is men and women. Third one is marital status, married and single. Let us see the solution part. First we have to write down the table number. And next we have to write down the title. After the title we have to mention the head note. Next we have to prepare the table. So this is a blank table. So here the occupations are given and here the number of residents are given. Under number of residents we have men, women and total. Again under women we have another characteristic, that is married, single and total. Under women again we have married, single and total. Under total again we have married, single and total. Okay. So this is a manifold table. So next we can write down the footnote, and here we can write down the source. So this is a blank table which represents the occupation and marital status. Next, let us consider another example. In a sample study about the food habits of residents of Agrahar village, the following data were observed. 55% of the residents were males, 85% were vegetarians, only 12% were non-vegetarian females. Tabulate the above information. So first we have to write down the table number. Next we have to write the title. Next we have to write down the head note. So here, since the figures are given in percentages, we can mention it in the head note. That is figures in percentage. Next let us draw the blank table first. So these are the food habits, vegetarians and non-vegetarians. Then we will include total here. And we have another characteristic, that is male and female. Also we will include the total. Now read the question and start filling the table. So here you can see in the second line, 55% of the residents were males. Okay. So total males are 55. So we will write it here. Next is 85% were vegetarians. So here vegetarians are here and the total vegetarians are 85%. Okay. So we will write 85 here. And only 12% were non-vegetarian females. See, non-vegetarian females. Non-vegetarians are here and female is here. So we have to write it here. 12% females are non-vegetarians. So tabulate the above information. So these informations are given. So remaining columns you have to fill by using calculation method. So we know that these figures are in percentages, hence the total percentage is 100. Okay, next we get 100 minus 55, that is 45, and 100 minus 85 we get 15. Next is 15 minus 12 we get 3, and 45 minus 12 we get 33, and 85 minus 33 we get 52. Okay, so the figures which are given in pink are the tabulated figures, and the figures which are in black are the given figures. Okay, next you can write on the footnote here. So we have some calculations here, so those calculations you can show it in the footnote, and you have to write on the source here. If there is any source from where we got this data, we can write on the source here. Next, let us consider another example. In a state there were 30 lakh people. Out of these, 10 lakh people live in urban areas. In urban areas there were 7 lakh male people, out of which 2.5 lakh are literate. In urban areas 2 lakh ladies were illiterates. In rural areas there were 15 lakh male people, out of which 5 lakh were literate. In rural areas illiterate ladies were 3 lakh. Tabulate the above information. So first of all we have to write on the table number. Next we will write the title. So here the title is the table representing the residents of a state in urban and rural area according to sex and literacy. Next write on the head note. You can write on the head note just below the table, just below the title, or you can write it here. Okay. So since the figures are given in lakhs, we can just mention here figures in lakhs. Next draw the blank table first. So one characteristic is area of living, that is urban or rural, and also will include the total. One more characteristic is men, women and total. Okay, under men we will include literates, illiterates and total. Under women again we have literates, illiterates and total. And in the total again we will include literates, illiterates and total. Okay, now read the question and fill the table. In a state there were 30 lakh people. So total there were 30 lakh. So 30 we will write it here. Out of these 10 lakh people live in urban areas. So in urban areas 10 lakh people are living. So 10 we have to write it here. And in urban areas there were 7 lakh male people. Okay. Under men we should write 7 lakh male people in urban. So we should write 7 here. Out of which 2.5 lakh are illiterate. So out of these 2.5 are literates. And in urban areas 2 lakh ladies were illiterates. So under ladies, in urban area 2 lakh ladies are illiterates. So we should write it here. And in rural areas there were 15 lakh male people. So it comes under male. So in rural areas there were 15 lakh male people. Okay, out of which 5 lakh were literate. And illiterate ladies were 3 lakh. Tabulate the above information. Okay, so all these informations are the given, and remaining we have to calculate it. Okay, so next we can write down the total here. 7 plus 15 we get 22, and here 25 plus 5 we get 7.5. Next is this 22 minus 7.5 we get 14.5, and here 15 minus 5 we get 10. 7 minus 2.5 we get 4.5. Okay, next under women, here 2 plus 3 5, here we get 8, here we get 3. So fill all the tables. Okay, so after calculating all, see these pink values are the tabulated values, and this values which are in black are the given values. Okay, next we can write down the footnote. Under footnote I have written that computed figures are in pink. Okay, if I have to mention anything I have to write it in the footnote, and here we will write down the source. Next let us consider another example. In a sample study about food habits in 2 towns, the data was obtained. Town A and town B is given. Under town A, 15% persons were male, 30% were non-vegetarians, 18% male non-vegetarians, 45% persons were male, 25% were non-vegetarians, 16% male non-vegetarians. Tabulate the data. Okay, so first we have to write down the table number. Next we will write down the title. So after that we will prepare the table. So here we have the food habits, that is vegetarians, non-vegetarians and total. And on the other side we have village A and village B. Under village A, males, females, total. Under village B, again males, females and total. Okay. So here under town A, that is under village A, 50% were male. 50% were males. Under males we have to write the total as 50. And 30% were non-vegetarians. So under non-vegetarians we have to write 30% were non-vegetarians here. And 18% were male non-vegetarians. Okay. So remaining data you have to fill it. You have to calculate the remaining data and fill it. 100 minus 50 is 50. 30 minus 18 is 12. And 50 minus 18 we get 32. And here 100 minus 30 we get 70. And 70 minus 32 we get 38. Okay. In the same way, fill the next column, that is for town B. Okay. 45% persons were male. So we have to write it here. And 25% were non-vegetarians. Okay. Non-vegetarians are 25. And male non-vegetarians are 16. Okay. So here we get 75 plus 25 we get 100. And 45 minus 16 is 29. 100 minus 45 is 55. 25 minus 16 is 19. 75 minus 29 we get 46. Okay, in this way we can calculate the data. And the footnote we have to write computed figures are in pink. Okay, and the remaining are the given figures. Next on this corner you have to write down the source. Okay, hope you have understood. Thank you for watching.